Alright, cool. So yeah, heads up on parallax and flickering. Yeah, I'm excited to play it. I've been amped up for it for a long time. This just, in general, like, even with just, like, wanting to support Nicole aside, like, I would already want to play this. Like, this just seems like something I would be interested in. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. I forgot what I was gonna say. Preferences. I preference. Yeah, I like the boil. I like the parallax. I'm happy with all these. That's a settings menu. Let's start game. But yeah, no, this already, even like with that aside, just looks like something I would want to play. So. And we haven't played anything spooky this year.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, so we can either explore the end of the world. What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that? Maybe. I'm okay with the world ending. Let's be nice. This isn't gonna lead to...
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide
that sounds like what you would say.
Let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point.
I'm covering
if the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Let's change something about the UI. I don't like that I'm covering the subtitles. Let's go above here under the alert box, and how about we just go full screen with this? How about for spooky atmosphere, and so that way subtitles will be readable. Let's just go all in. Full screen. There we go. Yeah, why don't we do this today? Full screen stream. I accidentally put it above the alert box. I want it below the alert box, so that way we can do alerts. And there we go. I don't know where the alert box is, but yeah, let's just do that. That way people can see the subtitles. I don't want to cover those for a game that's going to be, you know, dialogue and text-based. Also, look at that parallax effect. I like that. I love me some good parallax.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
The end of the world, what are you talking? Okay, so which of these do we want to do? I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Silently continue to cabin, turn around. I think we should probably keep prying for information. What's going on with the end of the world?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see. I sadly didn't look too far into Nicole's stream. I did sub and all that stuff during it to celebrate, but I didn't even announce my sub, so whatever. I didn't want to see too much because I didn't want to get spoiled by it. Because like I said, I'm legitimately just wanting to play this beyond just supporting my friend. That's definitely a good reason for me to. That definitely encourages me even more. But this also just in general looks like something I wanted to play, so I didn't want to spoil it. Especially because it's like, you know, visual novel. Spoilers are a bigger deal here than like, you know, Mario. But how can a princess be locked in a basement in the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
No, I have questions. Do you have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Exactly. So that's why I kind of didn't want to watch too much of Nicole's stream, but I did just check in on the celebration for a quick moment and all that stuff. I don't think I said anything though. I think I was at work when I did. But that's fine. It's fine. Killing a princess seems, well, I mean, we may as well just go through all of these. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't
Does
it?
Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a
That's a
princess
good
that
answer.
much
That was
worse
my
than slaying
thoughts.
A fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
I mean, I'm more on the idea of, you know, I don't know if she's a bad person or not, but you know, that is also true, yes. Can't someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case. But I don't make the rules.
I do.
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far. But unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
Because I have the controller.
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Do I get a reward?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Fine. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
I don't know. My imagination's pretty wild, man. I can imagine all kinds of rewards. Then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I have a chance to meet her face to face. That's fair. Or just be quiet. No, that's what I'll go for. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Yeah, but what if an alive princess is my reward?
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
That's nothing like Mario.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Listen, I have it up to here with your snarkiness with me, Mr. Narrator Man. All right, you come here, you ask me to do it. You're giving me sass for asking questions.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Wait, voice of the hero. Okay, interesting. That's interesting. I did notice that that's the voice of the hero talking. And he's referring to ignore him, which I think is very interesting. Like, why am I being told, you know, through the fourth wall? That's interesting. Okay, let's go into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Ooh.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, I'll take the blade.
Take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I just want the cool blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase.
I figure I brought my own weapon.
By an unseen light in the room below.
Take a free blade, though.
This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous.
No one?
It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Just, hi there! Hello! Let's go in quietly.
You're still listening to reason.
I don't know, it feels weird to try and I feel like a jolly fellow coming down is a bit
Downstairs
suspicious.
And lock eyes with the princess.
Not
There's a
suspicious,
heavy
but like
chain
a
around
strange
her
approach.
wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Yeah, I mean, that's why I would trust her less because of
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
that. No, no. No. I do really like these silly answers. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat.
Oh, this is my cool knife.
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine.
It's a my
We
knife.
can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
No, I'm tightening my. I don't trust
You
that.
ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably
mine
chained
now.
up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. I could throw it. I could wait for you to trip and fall over, and then hold it out precariously. I could hand it to you and make you run in circles until you trip. I have plenty of options.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? It's like the princess dropped the blade. I'm sorry, can we just talk?
You're so close.
Hey, Queen.
Don't give up. You've come this far.
I'm having a chat, narrator. Stay out of it.
No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
This is what it's like to actually have a conversation with Nicole. This is what banter will turn into. Like, hey, when you're playing games, it's like, hey, help me with this. It's like, I'm not helping you. And then someone else is like, yeah. And it's like, no, that's not true. Nicole is very fun to play things with. Nicole plays along. It's not true. I should just be slandering. Let's see. Fine then. I guess we're at an impasse.
I guess we are.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
For the love of everything, just slay her.
You stay out of this. I'm having a conversation.
Or drop the blade. Do something.
I'm just gonna stare.
You stare at the princess, squinting fiercely.
I was trying to be nice.
She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you? You'll have to blink eventually. Just make a choice.
Oh, hell yeah, you're gonna playing a Suika game? Cool. Oh, I didn't realize those were released globally. That's neat. Yeah, it's exciting. I'm excited to pre-order Dragon Quest once that starts coming around. She's gonna kill me if I put down the knife. I don't trust her, but I wanted to talk. My knife.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Yeah, I figured. Ooh, translated menus. Oh, yeah.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
I mean, that's fair.
Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Damn, she got combos. Shit, no one told me she got combos.
We can still turn this around.
Just lock her back in the basement. Just like, nuh-uh. She's gonna beat me. I can't beat her in a fight. Well, I already started.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive.
She got
But
combos.
you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do
It's
our
like you ate a
friend
bunch of
herself,
bouncy balls
internal
and
bleeding
shook
will
around a
certainly
whole
finish the
bunch.
job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the
Yo, what the fuck's up with my
princess's
hands, by the way?
Oh,
The two of you fall to the
I'm like a
floor.
lizard man.
this was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
Yeah, game's over. Credits roll.
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
There we go. That's the end of the game, everybody.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to...
Okay, we're here again. Yeah, sense of deja vu. Okay, no.
Oh, don't you start grandstanding about morals. The fate of the world is at risk right now, and the life of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning.
Voice of the stubborn.
That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We did our best with the information we were given, and we did kill her. And yet you still died, didn't you? So congratulations.
So there's voice of the stubborn and voice of the hero.
Right.
I've noticed that that's changed. There's two different ones.
And I believe your other question was something.
Question is,
along
are
the
those two
lines
different
of,
people
"Well,
or
what's
the same
point of
people?"
doing anything.
Sums
For
up with
asking
that.
It sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We killed the princess killed us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
That's what I'm thinking about.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? Ugh, enough with the talking. We've got a fight to win. Nothing else matters. I couldn't agree more. The cabin and your destined confrontation with the princess awaits.
No, we're
Just
gonna
be
talk
quick about it.
We're gonna have a conversation. Yeah, exactly. We need to pry in deeper. This guy knows more than he's letting on. To quote you from last time around, she's just a princess. Why was she strong enough to beat me to death with her bare hands?
She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
No, you know what's going on, Mr. Narrator. Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place
People?
is. It's a path in the woods.
Dude, you're fucking
Don't overcomplicate
suspicious.
things.
I don't trust this narrator at all, man.
This is maddening. Why do you keep asking questions? There's nothing wrong with getting the full picture of what's going on here. Sure there is. It's wasting time and energy that would be better spent fighting.
Calm down. I don't like fighting that much. Yeah, exactly. You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me? Actually, no. Let's pry it before we go there. If people locked her away, why couldn't they slay? Why is this falling on me? These are both questions I want to ask. Let's do the if people locked her away, why couldn't they do it?
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Yeah, I like the sound of that.
Oh, I bet you would.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be?
Who is the stubborn? Versus who is the hero? What's going on with that? You're being cagey.
I've told you
What's up?
everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. What else would we even need to know? We've got all the reason we need for a rematch. Exactly. The less you know about her, the better.
We killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen
Like I said,
again?
if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world. Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Just leave. I think we investigate.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, you can. You can lie in a fight. Some people consider some things you could do in a fight as
The
cheating.
point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
It totally can. I could lie in all kinds of
The
situations.
princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
I don't like this bloodthirsty guy. This voice is stubborn. I don't trust you.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving.
This is different.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm more suspicious of you than I am of her. Let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
Can't see the mirror.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
Don't tell him.
Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Yeah, let's wipe that clean.
Reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin.
Yeah, see, we're a
I hope
lizard
you know how
man.
ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago,
And now it's gone, so all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
This whole cabin is different than last time.
very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. The world is depending on you.
I think we leave the blade. I'm curious. I want
A knife
to
this
talk to
time.
her.
Right then, fisticuffs it is. Probably more fair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to
We're
a
gonna be
win.
diplomatic. We're gonna investigate, and
As long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade
We
is waiting
definitely-
for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind.
I'm gonna see if she will be more likely to interact
The
with
door
us
to
if
the
we don't
basement
have a.
creaks open,
have a blade on
revealing
us.
A rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it.
Just like my hometown.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another
Smells like eggs.
challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Don't say it like
As
that.
much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
You're not the
A
same
large
lady as
shackle
before.
leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. But no
You're
little
taller
knife this
now.
time, huh?
Yeah. Oh no, she's on.
I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
No, I left the knife because I want to chat. Go get the blade and just be like, I changed my mind. You're big now. Turn around and leave. Turn around without saying anything. I haven't decided on what I'm doing yet.
And why not? You decided what to do with me quickly enough last time.
No, I
Are you
didn't.
scared I'm going to kill you again? Maybe you're worried I'll put you down for good this time. If you want to talk, I guess I can talk. But you should come a little closer first.
Alright, fine. I believe you.
What?
What you said
You're
earlier in
under
the
arrest
voice,
for crimes.
I've already met the princess, and the princess has already
Crimes
met you.
against
All the more reason
emotions.
to take this seriously. You don't know. Whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember.
That's interesting because he knows a lot. I'm suspicious of the narrator. He's more
you
suspicious
okay?
than she is. Like
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
just because Bob didn't take this seriously. You don't know the depths of my apathy. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never died. No. Where's my cursor? Oh, there it is. Remain silent.
I'm going to take that silence as a sign that from this moment on, you're going to treat the task before you with the utmost importance and
No, I'm doing what I want.
I'm so glad that we're finally all on the same page.
We're back here again. Okay, we're back here again. Let us... I actually am just here to chat.
Why? You didn't want to talk last time. Are you scared I'm going to kill you again?
I wanted to talk. I couldn't figure out what to say. I got stuck thinking. No, I want to talk. You look different.
Aside from your empty hands, you look exactly the same.
So you do remember me.
No, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again? Or are you
Listen.
scared I'm going to put you down for good this time?
I was nervous. Hard.
Are you just going to let her talk to us like that? We're not scared. I think my position on violence in this situation is already more than clear, but you really shouldn't let yourself be goaded so easily. There's more at risk in this encounter than your fragile ego. I agree. If we're going to fight her, we need a weapon.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us here have a few things to unpack first, like how we're both still alive. Let's step closer. I think
Take
we're
a
gonna
cautious
show
step towards the princess.
we're gonna show
Unarmed. I wish
that
I
we're
really
actually
know
here
what
to
you're doing, but you clearly
converse.
don't. You stop a few feet short of her reach, her chains taut as she stares down at you.
ma'am.
She's a lot bigger than I thought she was.
Why do you sound so scared? We can take her.
Yeah, that's the emotion.
Well,
Terrified,
you know what?
absolutely
Because
fucking
every
flabbergasted
second we
right
waste
now.
talking is a second we could spend killing each other instead.
Why do you want us to kill each other? Can't we just, I don't know, spar a little? Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, why do you want us to kill each other?
Why wouldn't I want that? Why don't you want that? It felt good last time. It felt right.
No, it didn't. My job was broken.
And it makes sense.
Doesn't make sense. I don't know what's happening. You were put down here for a reason. I was sent to kill you for a reason. Don't you care what that reason is?
I don't need to care, because I already know what I am. I've already found my purpose.
Okay. Can you tell me?
The princess flashes a sinister grin.
You.
Does she mean her purpose is killing us?
No, she means fighting us. She means both of us getting stronger through sheer pain and will. The fear of death no longer able to hold us back.
I'm not listening to you, stubborn.
Just go and pick up the blade already. I'm sick of all this anticipation. We're ready.
Let's just keep talking. What happened after you died?
I woke up. Didn't you?
Okay, a little more than that. The basement is different.
I like it. It's so cramped. Like the only way out of here is through each other.
Doesn't any of this bother you? Don't you care about what you are?
Ugh, I care, okay? I guess I just care differently than you. When I saw you come back down here, I thought you would understand. I thought that we would want the same thing.
I don't really know what we want yet.
But all you've done is ask me annoying little questions. It's like you don't even want to enjoy being alive.
No, I just don't want to be dead.
I wish you could hear me right now. I want to enjoy being alive. I want to fight.
Calm down, stubborn. You're different.
I know. You already told me.
You also act different. You're like a lot more aggressive. Leave it at, you don't have any wounds.
You don't either.
True. Or we could just walk out. We just walk. I don't think she's gonna like that. Let's leave it at that. I'm not gonna fight you. I lost my cursor again. I need to stop hitting left and right. Okay, there we go. I'm not going to fight you.
What are you trying to do? Do you think pacifism is going to win her over? Because it won't.
You don't know that.
Right. This isn't fun. This isn't interesting. It's pathetic and cowardly and boring.
You're pathetic, cowardly, and boring. I like, what the fuck's the word? Diplomacy.
Is that so? Let's see if you still feel that way once I start beating you.
She's still bound by those chains. All we have to do is take a step back and she won't be able to do anything to us. all that does is put the two of you at another impasse. You can't stall forever.
You underestimate me, narrator.
Do you really think those change will stop her? She's not the type to hand out empty threats. She's honest. It's what makes her so interesting.
But she has to be bluffing, right? If she isn't bluffing, then why is she still... You step back as she steps forward, her bindings creaking ominously. And then they snap. It was only a matter of time, but she's loose.
Yeah, I figured she would be able to do that.
Dear Lord, what do we do? Oh, if only there was some sort of weapon you could use to fight a world-ending monstrosity. I wonder where you might find one of those.
Nowhere.
Exactly. Just
Diplomacy is how we need to do it.
Take
Go upstairs and retrieve the blade. Just let me go upstairs and retrieve the blade. This doesn't change anything. Silently stand your ground and refuse to fight.
I suppose there isn't much I can do to stop you, is there?
I'm being stubborn.
You stand your ground as the princess thunders across the basement floor, her shoulders tucked low as her fierce, unblinking gaze locks onto yours.
You'll find it boring.
You see the impact, and you can't say for sure if you even feel it, but you hear your bones splinter, and you can feel your feet leave the floor as you're hurled bodily into the unflinching stone wall.
Damn. Bodily.
we're fine.
Are we fine? Are we really? No, you're obviously not fine. Your body is broken.
Enough games. Go upstairs, pick up that knife, and fight me.
I can't get up or remain silent. I'm gonna remain silent. I'm being stubborn.
Why aren't you saying anything? Is this some sort of trick? Are you tricking me? Or are you really that fragile?
I mean, yes.
Because why would you? Why wouldn't you? Gah!
You refuse to talk, and I want to talk.
Fury as she storms towards you. You can see her face flush, her knuckles going white as she clenches her fists, her entire body trembling with a burning rage.
Can't believe you're making me watch this.
Fine. If you want to die like a pathetic little worm, you can die like a pathetic little worm.
I guess I'll see you all next time.
Thanks,
She reaches
hero.
down and grabs you by the throat, lifting your limp form and slamming it forcefully against the wall. Her eyes twitch as her grip tightens around your neck. She sure is taking her time, isn't she?
Why? Why are you letting me do this? Why are you making me do this?
I'm not
Why
making
won't
the
you
easy
back?
joke. I'm not making the easy joke. I just think it's kind of funny. No. Because there's more to this than just fighting each other. If letting you kill me is how I can show you that, then it's worth it.
What more can there possibly be? What are you trying to do? I don't want to think. Why are you trying to make me think?
Her grip hardens. You feel a horrific pop in your neck. She releases you, your numb body crumpling to the stone floor as your vision starts to fade.
What am I supposed to do without you?
I guess I'll see you all next time. I can say that now, right? We're dead?
Great. I can't wait to be stuck in this useless body all over again.
I won't be seeing you, but I suppose something like me will. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of
Ew.
that path... Oh, I've heard this one before. Let me guess. There's
The contrarian.
a princess, and you want us to get rid of her for you. But it's not gonna happen. At least not on my watch. Oh, you bloody fool. Am I the only one here who actually...
Oh, this guy's still here. God damn it.
A fight. And we're
Not gonna give it to her. It's funnier if we don't.
Ooh. Sorry, I'm listening to this music. This is good. I like this. This is some cool sounds.
You think what happened last time was funny? I thought we were breaking a cycle of violence. I thought we were practicing pacifism in the face of mortal peril. I thought we were being brave, heroic. We're a deep and multifaceted being. Who's to really say that your thing and my thing can't peacefully coexist? Just saying, doing it for a laugh takes away from the moment. It was a good moment.
I wasn't doing it for a laugh.
But will both of you just shut up? Make me rage, boy. This is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly you've already been here. Yeah, you think? What does here even mean, though? You've told us about the path of the princess and all of that already, but this...
Yeah, a laugh was a bonus.
Path from the last one.
I wasn't doing it because it was funny. It just so happened to be funny. It's different.
That's a good point. Everything here is a little off.
I don't know if I'd say a little. This place is kind of icky.
Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that.
Like we're walking down like some used chewing gum.
Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods if reality seems distorted.
I don't
It's
know.
because reality is distorted.
Don't know what you're referring to by I know things I shouldn't know. Because I don't know what I know.
So you knew this could happen. You knew we'd be able to restart like this. I know all sorts of things, which is why you should listen to me.
Maybe that's why you should tell me when I ask you.
That's not really an answer. Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously. But what about... No, don't worry. We only need this.
I like this
one
contrarian,
last
he's funny.
performance. You'd better hope that's true. And don't let that inflated ego get in the way of doing your job.
Nope, we're gonna interrogate him. You said yourself that you know more than you're letting on. If you want me to go to the cabin, then you'd better tell us everything.
I can't. Anything I say at this point is far more likely to accelerate the unraveling of this place than it is to actually help you do your job.
Nope, I'm not taking that for an answer.
In fact, I probably shouldn't have even said that. I trust that if you've been here before, it means you know how dangerous she is.
We should probably
You
save.
know I'm not lying to you about her.
I don't know. She hasn't done anything too crazy, honestly. History. Oh, okay, it's one of these. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Really? That's it? That's all we're getting out of you? If he thinks reality is about to end, how about we just let it happen? Wouldn't that be interesting? I think that would be interesting. Do you actually...
It would be
want to see the
interesting,
end of
but
everything?
I want to talk to
You
her.
just not want to fight her? Bit of both. I get it. You're conflicted. You've been through a lot, but I really have to be firm here.
I mean, I understand it. I understand that mindset.
I will tell you one thing, which is that even now you are capable of stopping her and saving the world from ruin. You always have been, and you always will be. Do with that what you will.
If I don't slay her, if I just stay here and do anything else and we hit the point of no return, then what
What
happens?
happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens.
Yeah, but what does that mean?
Yeah, but is there something after the end? How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there, if there even is a there. Isn't it your job to know things? Maybe we need a better narrator who can actually answer our questions.
Yeah, I agree with Contrarian. You know what? I like this Contrarian guy.
It's my job to guide you through your task and to state the facts of what's happening.
I think he
requires
gets it.
omniscience, and besides, I'm the best you're going to get, because I'm the only one here who can do my job.
Yeah. No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are at the cabin. We may as well see this through. We're not seeing it through, but we're gonna proceed to the cabin. I don't want to say I'm gonna see
Good,
this through.
we're all on the same page.
I'm not gonna say I'm on the narrator's page.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill.
So
You
gooey.
find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her. That's it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard. Don't be so hard on yourself. We all wind up in creative ruts now and then. I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you can think of something worth telling.
Get into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a place that
Ew.
feels long forgotten.
It's gooey.
There was once an
It's the
elegance to its
mirror.
construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
This is really big for a cabin.
But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible.
Wow, that's really bad. It's kind of gross in here, don't you think?
I think it's kind of nice. Makes the room feel alive, doesn't it? The only furniture of note
This fucking
is a
dude, this dude's
pulsating pedestal,
sarcasm.
a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I think. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Keep on losing my cursor.
We'll need it if we want to do things right. I say we leave it to rust.
I mean, that's what I'm gonna do.
Let's not make the same mistake twice. We could have won if we had it last time. Take it.
No, I'm not just trying to win now. I'm solving mysteries. It's that mirror again, and this time it's blocking the door. He didn't mention the mirror last time either. Why? How are we supposed to get to the basement? There's just no door. There's just a mirror where the door used to be. Take the blade. I think we approach the mirror. I'm going to continue to not acknowledge the mirror, but I am going to approach it.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. Almost as if you don't see it. But you must, because it's right there in front of you.
All we see is a damn mirror.
It really is, just like last time. Are we really hallucinating? Why here? Why now?
Does it matter if it's actually real or not? Talking about it gets under his skin. That's all that matters. We should talk about it even more. Let's just smash it and get it over with. I'm ready to get violent.
No.
We won't be able to see what's in there if we smash it. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Wipe it clean.
Reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement. As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against
Interesting.
the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement
I wasn't gonna
are
grab
at
the
once
knife
both
anyways.
narrow and grandiose. The high vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped. at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence. The metallic scent of fresh blood.
Alright, I'm
the
adjusting
still
my
nauseating
giant thing of
embers
toilet paper I'm
charred
using as a
remains.
footrest.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Honestly, this place is kind of icky. But then again, the whole world outside's icky now.
Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
So you've returned after denying me the salvation of combat? Are you here to gloat? Are you here to mock what I've become? Do
No.
you think that if you let me kill you enough times, I'll suddenly soften and repent for sins that live solely in your head?
Calm down. I'm here to talk.
Well, we've tried that, haven't we? Now come down and see what your refusal has done to me. See how much you can bear to witness the consequences of your actions.
Just gonna turn it down a bit. I feel like it's really loud.
Do you hear that? Well, sounds like we got to her last time. Let's keep pushing, see what else we can make happen.
I mean, that's not why I'm talking to her.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs.
Contrarian's weird. I like agree with what he wants me to do, but not for the reasons why he's saying.
The chamber's walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams.
Ma'am, your
onto the
bone is
charred
exposed.
corpses that make up its floor.
Your bone
This
is
place
showing.
reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone. The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
I have no idea.
There's
You're
not
very
so much
big.
A moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
That's not very delicious. Yeah, Nicole's voice is doing a great job. I'm loving it. I'm loving all the voicing and all the sound in this game. Like, the voicing, the music is amazing. The music has been, like, honestly, like, my favorite part right now. I'm very big on, like, horror games choices for ambient music. I find it very interesting what they choose to do. I like that kind of stuff. But I'm enjoying it. I don't know, it's cool.
She is loose, and she is coming for you. She wants us to be afraid because she wants us to think she can make us suffer. Don't give her the satisfaction.
That's right. No fear. She's bigger than the last time, but she's pulling herself apart. She's practically done most of the work for us.
We don't even have a weapon.
It doesn't matter. I refuse to go out any way that isn't kicking and screaming.
Well, too bad. You don't get to make the decisions. Yeah, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry for what I did to you.
If you're sorry, then you'll stand and fight.
No.
I don't want a sniveling coward. I want to squeeze the life out of a ferocious heart.
She bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction. Horrifying squelch. You are unwound.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever.
I wanted to talk to you a bit, ma'am.
Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
It's probably because you took off your skin. Whoa. Yeah, our insides are outsides now. True to her word, you do not die by her hand. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else in her place. It's the mirror. I love the mirror.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we'd even go about looking for her. The narrator's gone. Oh. You're not supposed to look in the mirror. The narrator is gone.
Does that mean the world ended? Again, what the hell are we supposed to do?
The world didn't. We're still here. Come on. We just need to keep going.
I think we're supposed to look at the mirror.
Something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No. Don't do that.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
God, Stubborn, you're so useless. I don't know where she went, and I don't even know how we'd even go about looking for her.
She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
It's like it's mocking us.
Again, what the hell are we supposed to do? I'm begging you, don't do this.
The mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you! It's you. See, this is what I want to figure out. Why are we monster? You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. Okay. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
She got them Nico Robin aesthetics going on. Yeah, hand lady. Yeah, what are you?
I am solitary.
What are you?
Empty city. What are you?
That doesn't... What does that mean? I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me.
No, I think we're pretty different.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
The gift of a fragile vessel? Hey, thank you.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own. This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. But there is passion and empathy in her misery. She will make for a burning heart. Do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Do we know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are.
but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay, I get it. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now, unfinished, dry, hollow.
How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
Thanks.
I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Thanks. It's fucking. Fucking. That's the most. That doesn't tell me anything more than you have found, but less than there are to find. Cool. Thanks, Nicole. So helpful. I'm already like past the point. I'm like, yeah, you're not the princess. You're clearly like a princess's vessel. Princess make you. I'm not going back.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
I'll wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone.
I do the words goodly.
I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping?
Yeah, that's kind of what my computer is.
If you close that,
How many of you are left? Yes.
in another world, an imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oh, game closed. Hey chat, look, here's our overlay. Alright, well, we gotta start it up again, clearly. Fucking.
You have returned to me.
Hi.
Though you were gone mere moments, I never left your side.
Don't call me out like that. You don't know that it was only moments. I got an achievement called, fuck, what was it called? It was for trying to outweight your destiny. Yeah, attempt to outweight your destiny. I never left your side. So technically, that ending would be like, you just never play the game again. That's pretty much what that would be. Which I guess is an ending. That would be an ending. That would be the end of this world, I guess. Oh, okay, so it brought me back just to where we were. That's the I'm taking a break ending. Wait a millennia before starting. That's funny. I really like that. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Who? Nicole or the princess?
You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Bring the fury to her. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And you're here to slay her.
Okay. So I'm guessing this is like the actual beginning now. Yeah, this seems like the actual beginning. Is there a way I can I was thinking, like, is there ways I can see what options I've chosen before? But I'm guessing because of how branching paths work, we probably won't see anything until later. Because I'm guessing there's, like, overlap and stuff. We know all the questions, so let's... Viva la revolution. I think we're gonna continue to try being nice, see if we can pry more information. Let's go to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a prince. Ignore.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and the blade.
We're just gonna leave the knife. Last time we got hung up on the whole knife thing,
The door
so...
to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by her voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Lie. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you.
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Fuck off.
You walk down the stairs.
I'm still not on the
your eyes-
narrator's side. I'm still on side fuck
There's
the
a heavy
narrator.
chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Yeah, narrator's still sus. Sorry, I'm just curious. My brain is like saying check flowchart, and I'm like, there's not a flowchart for me to check. I've played the fucking nonary games and shit, and that's just where my brain goes with this, is just like constantly check flowchart. But that is not what game this is. But I'm assuming this is doing a very similar thing, I'm guessing, from what we learned towards the end there. Nonary game is being 999, yeah, zero escape, that kind of shit. Yeah, see what Junpei... I need to see what Junpei does if I save the princess, exactly. I need to pick the right ending and then get tails on a coin flip like 9 times in a row.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
I'm gonna be honest. Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Zero Time Dilemma is a funny game. I'm really glad that I streamed it when we played it, like, forever ago. because it made it very fun to just react with chat to how just silly and wild that game is. Yeah, what's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
That's not... That's not my question.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
So, Princess is your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Alright, I
I'm
won't
sorry,
pry.
I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
No, God, you're so aggressive, narrator. I wasn't kidding when I said I was sent here to kill you. You're apparently going to end the world.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
I mean, you're clearly capable of something. I was hoping you'd tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that, and I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
I wish I had an option to, like, explain
She
to
has
her
a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
that we've already been through a loop. Be like, hey, the jig is up. I know something sus is going on. Or maybe we'll have to see.
So this shouldn't be about what I do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you.
I'm
to
curious
stay
to see
here.
how her decisions are going to affect how she acts. But I'm gonna be a lot less cautious in the beginning and just be friendly. Because before I was like, I'm gonna be cautiously friendly. I'm just gonna be straight up friendly this time. I think I want to talk to her. I want to figure out stuff. And I think picking a fight isn't gonna tell us at least anything we want to know right now.
This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
I know you have something up your sleeve, but I'm not gonna tell you that. I'm gonna keep that in
Don't
my head.
turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
The fact that the narrator shoos away any chance I put in at, like, learning things is like the most suspicious
Okay,
thing
but
about him.
Actually,
I'm wondering what his role
has
in all
she
this
been
is.
eating? She has to eat, right?
I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
She's growing impatient. There's an impatience in that.
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have
Yeah,
to
see.
make a choice.
Shit's
Let's
happening.
hope for all our sakes, it's the right one.
What do we want to do here? I don't really want to fight her. I don't really, I'm gonna stick with like being more diplomatic and not actively be aggressive. But do we just want to straight up lock her in the basement, or let's get her out of this? Let's get her out of this.
You can't be serious.
Let's stay with the interaction.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret this, I promise.
You're making a huge mistake.
She's gonna kill us. She's 100% gonna kill us.
No, I think you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the camp.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go. Yeah, that really wasn't much of a compromise. I didn't think through like the tone and how that would come off until after I said it. I'm like, that's not really what I meant. I more have meant like I just want to chat a bit before I make my decision. That was more of like what I was trying to say. And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? Or yeah, I'm just gonna tell her I'm gonna check upstairs and look for a key, and if not, something to help break her free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Let's go back down. Let's go check on her.
You
Let her
make your
know,
way
like,
to the
hey,
bottom of the stairs.
shit's
This
sus.
would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising
Yeah,
her arm
yeah,
down, then
yeah,
she
don't do
tears
that.
into her limb with the determination
That's
of a
nasty.
trapped wolf.
A lot of them, I think, are just like you learning information and stuff too. I think a lot of it's just to like investigate. Yeah, don't do that.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a tiny
I can see Nicole biting her arm, to be fair. Nicole, drop it. Spit that out.
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess, slay the princess. Well, I mean, we've committed to saving.
Fine.
Even
Against
though
your
this
better
is like
judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self.
this is like the clearest red flag you could ever have.
Unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
See every happy ending.
How is she still smiling after everything?
Happy ending.
It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Yeah, like, she's really weird and suspicious, but, like, she technically hasn't really done anything to make me be, like, against her at all. She's just really weird.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body
What the
steps
fuck?
forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Hey, asshole, what the hell?
Watch me.
What are you doing?
What the fuck? Yeah, this fucking asshole's cheating! What a dick! See, I knew it. I knew the narrator is the biggest problem here. We're gonna warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
No.
The
Fuck
blade.
you.
Move the blade.
What if I don't wanna? Did I do that by accident? It's very possible I did that, but I think I did that by accident.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
You've been hanging on the voice of stubborn too much, yeah.
Oh
It's that
no.
fucking guy.
I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture.
Just looking at her little stub. I'm like, this is
Everyone.
a strange image. This is a strange situation that we're in.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
Interesting.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
So,
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end
we
of
should
that
probably start
path
writing these down,
is a
shouldn't we?
cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Alright, one second. It's notes time. Chapter 1. And so far, we have... What have we done? We've gotten locked in there, so we're on chapter 2, the damsel. I don't know what the other chapter 2 we did was called, but I'm gonna start writing them down. I'm not gonna take complete notes on like what specific actions we've done to get there or anything, but I'm gonna keep track of like what chapter names we have seen and what we haven't seen.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait, what? Deja
Terrible
vu.
sense of deja vu. No, if he doesn't remember what happened, then...
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
The smitten. I don't remember what it was called.
Our beloved.
Yes, you'll have to be
Very sneaky about your intentions if you're going
Yeah,
to
we
try
got
and save the
Smitty.
princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
So what I'm assuming has happened. So if I'm piecing together what comparing our first run through with this one, our first one towards later on in the ending, we got a scrap. We got in a bit of a scrap, a bit of a skirmish. And I'm assuming that's why we got the angry one. Why we got voice of the stubborn. And this one because we very much played into like the, you know, the nice I'm gonna save her type situation. We're getting the smitten. There's probably like more nuanced directions you can go with either of those, but I'm assuming the scenario that we play through is definitely, I mean, like, obviously, but like that's what's gonna determine our voices that we get.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore
That's
him
interesting.
specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
This is more than just deja vu. I'm pretty sure this whole thing literally just
We
happened.
could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get...
Assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother
Those are
doing
two
anything?
Very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you. Let's say for a moment that... if
Okay,
you
we've
were
already read
not
this.
you-
Ah, shit, I meant to read
I
what the...
beg to differ.
I beg to differ.
I'm not
Oops.
going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, if it's the latter...
We've already heard
What do
this.
you think happened after? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after?
What's the auto
Or
button
do you think the
settings?
No. Auto. What are choices? After choice of transition. I'm afraid to turn on auto. But I also am like, I just wanted to skip the things that we've heard before.
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme. Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
I don't know. I'm too nervous to like commit to turning on anything. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, skip would be... That's... Yeah, you're right. I'm just nervous to press skip. I'm terrified of pressing it because I don't want to mess it up and miss things. Okay, I'm going with them. I'm going to find a way to save her from that cabin. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
The only reason she was even able to kill me last time is because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How is she supposed to end the world? Yeah, who locked her in there?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you.
Yeah, I'm still in early. Well, that's exactly why I didn't
in
want.
The woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
That's exactly why I was too nervous to press it. That's what I was saying.
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the...
Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world.
This guy's not going to be very helpful, is he?
Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
Okay, we've already been through those before, so we're just gonna...
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting.
We'd probably get, like,
bated
two different
breath for you
dialogues
to
from
save it
Smitten,
from
but...
ruin.
You know, I do want to just... I don't want to be stuck forever. I'm going with them. I'm going to find a way to save her from the cabin.
That's right. You can't stop all of us.
Yeah.
We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone.
I like this trio of idiots that we're taking
These are
in.
really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with.
Yes. I would follow a whole
Not over the
story of
cabin
these
yet.
guys. I love
You still
them.
have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
To the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat.
We already told
yeah.
you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
Yeah, probably.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be
Well, at least he
expressed.
knows. At least he's open about it. At least he's honest.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in
It's that
fine
mirror
threaded
again.
tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement.
Let's approach the mirror again.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall.
Is this the same?
You reach forward, but there was a mirror,
But now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Can't do that. Alright, let's go into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight, but it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I
This
can hear
fucking guy.
wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the farm.
So this isn't nearly as different as before.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
I'm
You
down.
know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my
Thanks.
spirit.
Thanks, Smitten.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come
Listen,
back.
it's nice.
I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
Well, she killed us.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
Oh, more than that,
Now,
Mr.
hold
Narrator.
on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why'd you? I know why she did that. I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you again?
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
I don't want
We
to.
won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists.
Like, I would
And
rather
indeed,
not do
we
that.
won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done.
What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Sure we can.
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird?
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted.
No, 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 no. I wouldn't go that far, Mr. Narrator. How is she gonna react to us explaining the situation? I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She's acting really weird.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent.
Still, she's even
An
more
almost unsettling
suspicious,
extent,
honestly.
actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
I think he's right,
because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
What happened after I
You
died?
died, and now we're talking.
Oh, I mean, anything else? Before we started talking, did you end the world? Did it end? What happened?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
That's not.
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy.
That's not what I'm talking.
My
I don't
heart
want to hear
melts
what you
further
want.
with every
I don't want you here to
word
tell me
that
what
passes
I want.
through
I want you to tell me what is, which is what I want. Is what is? Yes, as true. Yeah, she has none thoughts right
Consider,
now.
That's a confession.
Just add the absolute word salad. No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
See, she didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
She's just telling us what we want to hear.
Not so
That's why
sure.
she's exclusively speaking and leading questions. Yeah, why did you
sorry.
do that?
Didn't you want me to?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces.
I mean,
seizing our
like,
body.
I understand why
That's
she did. I'm
practically telling
just
her
selecting
kill
that to
us.
see what the dialogue happens.
She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
No. You forced her to. Not even we, you did. All right, let's rescue her.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, you'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain
This guy's
tight
having a
depths,
time.
and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked.
Why did she need me to save her if she
Will
could
do.
just do that?
I can't believe it.
I didn't even need to
I
be
guess I
here.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. That is the least I could do.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful
Ah.
embrace. Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be
Scared.
buried in her back, and everyone out there would be saved.
I don't know how to handle this. I don't know what to do. I'm sweaty and I smell gross.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
Thanks, Smitty.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never
Yeah,
felt
the power of love in
love
anime.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she
Pizza
wants.
rolls.
You may have had her all wrong. What
she
if
probably
this whole
wants some
thing is
pizza
just
rolls.
a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world?
I think what's interesting is she's a completely different person than before. Like, so it's not that she's not a set character, and her actions do just like change who she is, it seems. Like actually change like her personality and stuff. It's not like she's a set character that interacting with in different ways will result in something different. It feels like she's legitimately like just different.
You're so gullible.
Which it's
If only
100% what I
you
think is
ever
happening.
doubted the actual truth.
Because of the ending of the last one, we learned a lot about like what we're trying to. I think we're just trying to craft like pieces of different personalities, essentially.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection, and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I don't know. We can't just... I want you to tell me what you
I
want.
just want to make you happy.
God damn it. This is fucking kind of conversation. She is
Can't
very
just
anime
want
right
to
now.
make us happy.
Is she more anime than normal? Wait a second.
It makes sense to me.
Or is that just because
That's
we
all I
never
want
we
for
haven't
her,
seen
so
her
of
in a
course she'd want
situation
the
that
same as
isn't
us.
horrific? It might be just because this is the only time we've seen her in a non-horrific situation. But you need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
Okay, yeah, no, that's what's happening. Please, make them smaller. Your eyeballs are gonna pop.
Is she broken? What's going on?
What is...
What's going on? She's lying to you. And she isn't a liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
Oh no, she looks like one of those how to draw books. There must be something you want.
Make you happy.
Ah, now she's a Shin-Chan character.
Right, I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right.
What is happening?
She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act.
What is... I'm just really confused now.
I just want to make you happy.
Is it just me?
Is she
or
devolving?
Does it feel like we're alone right now? Like we're the only ones here?
Okay. No, wait. I want her to get scribblier. You don't get the chance to ask another question, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory
No.
returns.
She was our perfect match. She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
That was a strange
Is
one.
that a- Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared. This is not the end for you. But it's not... This is the end for you, but it's not the end
What
for
is
me.
that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. Do it then. End us all before I die of a broken heart.
Thanks. Thanks, Smitten. Alright. Let's look into our reflection.
Silence as you reach forward, and they're gone once again. And the mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown.
Have I?
You find yourself in the long quiet once again.
Proceed to the cabin. So is she scribbly now? She's scribbly.
You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights.
Have we met the voice yet? I don't know what that means.
Of vitality and movement.
But hello. I'm having
I am
fun.
more than I was before.
She is a scribble. This is very strange.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but
Okay, yeah,
it
she's
focus
talking the
on
same.
perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
I get you.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am. What I am is different from what I was.
I am thou and thou art I. I don't know why I made a Persona reference. I don't even like Persona that much.
I cannot
I like
tell
it good
you
enough.
the
I shouldn't
desires
say
of
that. That'll make people
when I
mad.
have changed.
I like it good enough. I just don't know why that came to my mind. That's not a series that I think about ever.
But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill. I don't want to kill her. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Oh, is it cutting out the... Okay.
You've been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Thank you.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
You could literally have the opposite reaction for the same justification. Like, yeah, thank you.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same thing I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart.
I mean, I didn't mean to do that.
Do
I
not
just wanted to be
worry.
nice.
She has served her purpose.
Well, now I feel bad. What do you want next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing
I mean,
what
that's
you
fair.
choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to
Okay,
see.
yeah, I get
I cannot
ya.
know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective.
Be like, I don't care. What do you want to eat for dinner? What do you want for dinner? And I'm like, that's what I've been asking you. I want to eat what you want to eat for dinner.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but they are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more, and you are something more than that, too. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart.
We do like
Without them,
texture.
I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
Okay. I'll take that. That's a better answer than last time.
You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
You're good. Ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Ah, that's fine. Bring the deconstructed damsel to her.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh, that's how I can
And
keep
at the
track
end
of
of
what
that
I've
path
done. I can
is
check
a
my
cabin.
achievements.
And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, I'm gonna change what I'm writing down. I'm gonna write down what we have gotten. So we've gotten, what is it? Deconstructed damsel. Deconstructed soul. Then our first one we got was the Fury.
At least according to my achievements. Interesting.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. Unfortunately,
Is this?
I'm talking about the end. Don't. Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin.
Sorry, I'm just like speed reading these to see if it
While
says
I
anything we don't
appreciate
already
the
know.
mental Nevertheless, and before causality doesn't matter here, because it's no unless, of course. Does it? Are you? Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider? I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or
We never selected
very,
this
very
option.
evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
What if we just leave? Let's just do the
Seriously?
leave.
You're just
Let's
going
just
to
go.
Turn around and leave.
I don't know.
Do you even know where you're going?
Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin.
Oh,
How
you
convenient.
cheaty
Everything's
asshole.
back on track again.
Sorry, I'm
Maybe the
getting
world
rid of
can
notifications.
still be saved after all.
I have notifications and I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it.
Turn around again and leave again. It's a very me. Yep. Nope. We're not doing it.
Really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
I don't
It's
wanna.
remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Quietly continues down the path.
Silence is
Nope.
deafening.
Not doing anything. Nuh-uh.
But fine.
Can't make me.
Turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? It's the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say,
Fuck
it
you,
seems like
narrator.
the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again. In fact, I'm just gonna keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way
There's
out of this
always a
place.
choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Oh yeah, you know what I have to say to that?
And here we go. As you trudge into the
What I have
woods,
to say to
something
that.
strange starts to happen.